Hello, I'm going to talk about the smash and grabs. I still believe they are planned and families. Now, without a doubt, I do believe that these smash and grabs are planned by the store owners, to get an insurance reimbursement. They're not doing much business during the middle of a pandemic. Instead of closing down, which would make sense to me, because I used to have a business. If it's not doing any business, you close it down. Okay, so instead of doing any closing it down, they just call a street rat and say, well, look, come in and smash and grab, and we'll get reimbursed by insurance, 100K probably, and then we'll give you 20K. And see, these black guys, they only got about this much brains. They're not thinking that that's going to be, 15 to 20 years in smash and grab, so they can't do anything with the $20,000. Okay, anyway, I definitely believe the stores these stores that smash and grab are planned. The gun shops smash and grab are planned because they seem to know exactly where the alarms are. They know where the merchandise is. They know which counter everything is. I mean, I didn't know that. How did street rats know that? How did the street rats know where all the precious jewelry counters are? How do they know that? Because I don't know that. Okay. Now, the police found a sophisticated theft ring merchandise in a storage unit. Now, I don't believe that the black street rats did that because they don't have the intelligence to have a sophisticated theft ring because they can barely read and write. They're barely literate. So how are they going to have the sophistication to have a theft ring and put it all in the storage unit, etc.? They don't have the sophistication. So the theft ring is probably run by either whites or Asians or both. Because I'm telling you, the street rats don't have the sophistication, and I don't believe the Central Americans have the intelligence or the sophistication to have a theft ring. I just don't believe it. So I think, they do the dirty work, smash and grab and go steal, and then it's turned over to the Asians and the whites who have the sophisticated theft ring, who just recycle the items back into these stores that we go to. You go to. I don't go to any of them. None. Like I said, the black street rats are too stupid and dumb to have a sophisticated theft ring. So are the Central Americans. So I don't believe the illegals. I don't believe they do. I believe that the theft ring is made, is run by Asians and whites. Now, what about the families? There's a video of an old Asian coming out of an apartment complex, getting into his blue van. And so if you look at the car that has these two black thugs in there, they seem to know that he was coming out at that hour in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. And it's like they were saying, because I watched the video more than once, there's the blue van. It's like they said that, so they go up to him, say something, and shoot him in the head all in 2 seconds. Now, police say it was an attempted robbery, but it took two seconds to shoot him. So a robbery takes a while. Okay, so all I can see them doing is go back up there and shooting them. Because a robbery takes, a minute or two. Okay, so what I think is really close to the truth is that the family's not doing any business in the restaurant or whatever, and they said, look, let's insure grandpa for $100,000, give $20,000 to a street rat to kill him. Okay, a black street rat, and that's what they do. And of course, the black street rat who was not thinking, they only got this much brains, they're going to go to jail for 30 years, maybe life, for murder, robbery. They're not thinking. And then what about this other one? Okay, the Asian was just walking with his newspaper, trying to go get a newspaper. And so here comes this young black man out of the blue, shoots him from his car. And then he gets out of his car and then shoots him several more times to make sure he's dead. Now that's so horrible. I can't even wrap my mind around it. But see, you got to understand he's already had arrest, and look, so he doesn't care about jail. What I think is closer to the truth is that the family said, look, grandpa is on his way to the store to get a newspaper. We've already insured him for $100,000, $200,000. Go shoot him. So they got the street rat. They probably paid him $5,000, $10,000 to shoot him, and he shot him. And like, see, the street rat's not thinking first degree murder. He's going to get it. He's going to get 30 years to life. He's not going to see daylight again. Because he's not thinking. I told you, black men don't think 5 minutes into the future. Now, what this black man should have done was gone to the police and said, this is what they told me to do. This is what this Asian family told me to do to this man. Go up and kill him. Because you got to understand, foreigners, Koreans, Asians, Indians, and Pakistanis, they understand Arabs. They understand the whole concept of insurance probably better than Americans understand it. They know if they smash and grab, and they'll just make up a number, $40,000, they'll get $140,000 back from insurance. And what about this recent robbery? 5 black guys get out of a stolen car. They just robbed 4 or 5 white people. How did they know those white people had any Rolex watches? I didn't know it. Now, so they just go up to a group of 4 or 5 white people. They know they just happen to know they have Rolex watches. Now, in other jury, I didn't know that. So how do these 4 or 5 black guys know? Because it was planned. These white folks said, look, we need some money because we ain't making no money in the pandemic. We're going to all wear Rolex watches. We're going to wear other jewelry. Come by and rob us. We'll give you $20K, whatever. It was planned. And what about the thieves who went to this particular hotel? I forget the name of it, particular luxury hotel. Now, they robbed some black man, or maybe it's a white man, of all his jewelry, $100,000 in jewelry. How in the world did they know that black man or that white man, whoever it was, even had $100,000 in jewelry on him? I didn't know that. Because, look, the jewelry's insured. If he has $100,000 worth of jewelry on him, it's insured for $200 to $300K. So, look, what did he do? He just called some black street rats and said, come and rob me. My jewelry is insured for $300K. I won't tell on you, but I give you $30K for all your trouble. I believe these are planned. The stores the smashing grabs are planned. These Asians, has nothing to do with Asian hate, because look, I don't pay any attention to the Asians one way or the other, so I don't believe it's some Asian hate. Okay, I don't believe that. I believe the family's insured their poor grandpa for a certain amount of money they want to get paid. All the gun stores, I believe that's planned so they can get an insurance reimbursement. See, Asians don't like to get their hands dirty. But they'll say, the black man likes to get his hand dirty. Let's ask these black street rats. They like to get their hands dirty. Their lives are not worth nothing anyway. They're used to going to jail. Let's get them to kill grandpa for $100,000, and we'll get the $100,000 payout. We'll give them $5,000. And the black man does it. Because, see, the black man's not thinking at all. They're not thinking about this, that they're not going to see daylight for a robbery and a murder. They're not going to see daylight ever again. Have a nice day.